shout out to Tennessee. Tennessee, you had quad nine. This really isn't about nothing, guys. No excitement here, but I just want to ask you a question. Do anybody remember, if you could leave it in the comments, not no robots with funny names? You could tell the page is kind of like blossoming, man. Every time you turn around, somebody is leaving just weird comments. Shout out to Michigan too. Y'all had 25-10. Today is Wednesday. I didn't even look at I didn't even look at Michigan when I was writing the numbers down, the 24-way combinations this morning. Had I would have known, I would have said something. But shout out to Michigan. You might get 340 or 218. But do me a favor, guys. If you had any quads in your state, do anybody remember that sometimes I say if you had any 90s in your drawing and your pick fours, you might want to consider a quad. Let's see. Here's a 90. It's a 90 here, 90. Here's a 90. And it's not nothing to get hyped up about. It's not going to always happen, but you might want to consider it. 4 6s, right? That's a sum of 24. Today is the 17th. We working around 2 0 7s and 4. So 4 6s would have been ideal, right? 12 and 12 is 24. Single digit. We can't do nothing with the 1. We got the 4 on the end. 4s, 7s, 0s, 2s, right? That's why I always say, y'all, keep these date digit numbers in mind, right? What does that mean? Today is the 17th. You should have been playing, anything that's going to consist of a 2, 10, 10, 200s, 101s, 4s, 301s, 400s, and, things like that, or just a simple 2407, just like yesterday. We was living off 6, 3, 9s and 1s, and it actually came out in Tennessee. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the beautiful souls down there, Sister Barbara Cooper, everybody else. But check your state, right? Like whatever. Let's see. Can we pull up some states that just had some quads? Let's just see. Getting a lot of 90s, man. I kind of like tapped into that probably about 4 years ago, give or take. I want to go ahead and just say 4 90s here. And it's not to say that you should just go crazy, just because you're saying 90s and you pick 4 drawings. With quads, man, those are something that I do not play with. I don't play with quads at all, man. It's like a needle in a haystack. And really, like somebody said, it seems like they'll pay you just a little more, being as though that it's just, just 4 numbers all the same. I said, but you would think that it go like that. You can't box it. You can't do nothing with it. It's going to come straight. So they not giving you nothing extra. Only if you play online. Look at all these 90s, 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 90s. All right, 90s. So, I mean, how long did it take? How long did it take? Let's see. Again, happy Wednesday, man. You're now listening to me at 2:07, man, p.m. All right. Again, all is well, man. This world is going crazy over this Charlie Kirk stuff, man. You got pastors, and this just is, I don't know, man, 90. But one pastor made a lot of sense, man. I mean, we have had it from George Floyd to the sister who got shot, got murdered by the cops, but, and like the pastor said, didn't nobody really hang no flag, lower the flag at the White House during that time. I think Trump was in the chair then, or him or Biden, but I try to stay away from politics, man, because this whole world is going crazy, man. 90s, all of these 90s, but just consider, when you start seeing 90s and your pick 4 drawing, like all these 90s, they really do spark off, a quad, man. And again, some 3 digits can spark off a quad. But if you are on Let's Make Billion, this is for entertainment purposes only, you pretty much get the gist of what I'm trying to say. But with that being said, man, everybody have a beautiful day down in Tennessee. 4 6s, man. Lord. Boy, boy, boy. Who would have imagined? A lot of 90s, a lot of 90s. So they dropped one on you this year. All right. So keep that in mind, like anything else that I tried to explain. Just keep it in mind, man. If you're on this page, man, you're gonna win. I don't have to sell myself to you. I mean, either you're gonna mess with me or you're not. I don't have to get up here and boost myself up, guys. I could spend some time doing other things. Like I said, I'ma still eat. I'ma still live a good life. I just want to have fun, man. And if you're gonna roll with me, man. If you're not, you're not. I still love you, whoever you are. I just can't take the robots, right? I can't take nobody who can't be man or a woman to come at me on their own page so we can talk about what we need to talk about. I just can't, But with that being said, man, everybody have a beautiful afternoon. It looks so gloomy here in the nation's capital. I'm talking about it looks gloomy, man. Gloomy. And I'm going to share something else with y'all. If y'all are into 1101, you might want to run that North States because I had that feeling again today. I have it again today, guys. 1101, put it in. Peace out. I'm gone.